Hello, gentle viewers. This is Av Guardian, welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball 23 with the Colorado Rockies. We are how many years away? A million? We have played through exactly 5 seasons, which means we have 5 more. And although last episode was frustrating, we could have made the World Series and we didn't. That's as maybe though. Man. I mean, to be fair, we never really had a chance. We're missing that big game pitcher that can carry us if we do make the playoffs again. Because an important thing about baseball, and OOTP obviously as a game, but baseball in general is you have to both score runs and prevent them. And if you don't have the right balance for your particular team, that's when you're going to struggle because it's impossible to have both. Like, you're never going to have perfect run prevention and perfect run scoring because you don't have the resources for that. Unless you get really, 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 really lucky. So, what can we do to make this team better this season? Well, we've got some arbitration decisions to make, some free agent decisions to make, and we'll kind of go from there. So, one moment. So we have some difficult choices to make this season. Maybe not super difficult, but we do have many choices to make. And most importantly, we're currently looking at about $18 million. So we've got the budget to bring in a couple of superstars, or one really good player, maybe a superstar, provided we don't sign any of our free agents and bring any of the free agents back. Let's start by checking out our coaching staff. I think the coaching staff is actually fine. Oh, no, it will be fine. Okay. So, I know Chris Young let us down in the playoffs, but getting a quality pitcher for less than $1 million is always a good decision. So I will happily give him a arbitration. Like, I'm not even going to hesitate. Solid choice. Juan Cruz, now remember, we can't pay too close attention to ERA, has been a pretty reliable reliever for us. Maybe not perfect, but fairly reliable. I think Mr. Cruz has earned himself an extension as well. So there we go, done. Mike Gonzalez wants very little money, and he has been a good contributor. So I think bringing him back makes fairly good sense too. Again, keep the price reasonable, and I will make it happen. Kevin Gregg. Kevin Gregg's ERA shot up. Why did his ERA shoot up? He just got hit harder. Like, looking at his stat line, there's nothing that obviously leaps out at me. He struck more people out. He walked fewer. His home run spiked a little bit, but for a guy who only threw 50-some innings, he only gave up one more home run. And he's only asking for $50,000. I don't want a note about Kevin Gregg game. I want to offer him a 1-year deal. Now, Brad Lidge has been one of our most consistently good relievers, despite not being perfect. I don't think we can give him up. And he's, again, asking for a fairly minor raise. Done. Now I come to the most interesting decision, Fernando Cabrera. Cabrera's been one of the best relievers in the league since we drafted him. He doesn't walk many people, strikes out plenty, allows more homers than I'd like. Is he worth $2 million though? And I think the answer to that is a cautious yes. I think a really good reliever is worth a bit of a raise, and so it's actually not a bit of a raise though. His salary is basically octupling, but I do think he's good enough to keep running. Juan Uribe, this is the easiest choice I'm going to make all season. The man got 5 wins for us, despite only being slightly above average offensively, because of his excellent defense and his just quality play, period. So I'm absolutely going to give him his $5 million. He's earned at least that much. Or sorry, not even $5 million. Now, interesting. He wants a 4-year deal. I'm not willing to give that to him, though. I'll give you your 1-year deal, but I'm not going to give you a long-term deal yet. Not until I see who we might be able to get in free agency. Marlon Byrd wants a very minor raise. I don't hate him. Especially if he can hit 300 plus. But I don't see him ever getting a starting role. Like, he's going to be a 4th outfielder if we keep him. Which isn't the end of the world, because we're going to lose Denny Garcia. I'm not bringing him back. So let's give Marlon Byrd the 1 year. Oh, you're not getting the starting lineup, though. I'm not willing to commit that far, but I will give you a 1-year deal. $1 million is fine. I can move him easily if I have to. So let's talk about our free agents now, because this is going to matter a lot. Cameron Cross. Who among our players do we want to keep? Now, the obvious choice is Carlos Guillen. And Mr. Guillen is a fine hitter, but what he isn't is a good shortstop. He cost us a full win and made 23 errors. I don't think Carlos Guillen's bat makes up for him generally being not a good enough defender. Oh, that's the OPS plus his park adjusted. That's what I was thinking of. So I don't think we're bringing Guillen back. Almost not at any cost. If we want to take a pay cut, I'd think about it, but he wants to get a raise. He's not going to get that with me. Danny Garcia wants $1 million. I don't see the point. I really don't see the point in bringing him back at this stage. Eli Marrero as a backup catcher is perfectly fine, but I don't think he's going to want to make backup catcher money. I'm not going to even start a lineup, though, so I think maybe we let Marrero go, too. This is Tejada and Anderson. Garrett Anderson was legitimately a very good player for us. He was legitimately a top-tier offensive player. I'd like to bring him back, if we can manage that. I think Anderson is the one free agent I'm willing to shell out a bit for. But the question is, how much money does he want? Here's my thing. Garrett Anderson is a fine player, but if bringing him back keeps you from signing an even better one, I don't think it's worth it. I think there's always going to be Garrett Andersons around. Mid-range hitters whose careers become revitalized in Colorado. I don't think bringing him back makes much sense. Now, Miguel Tejada was an incredibly useful utility guy. I wouldn't mind bringing him back if the price is right. He wants to get paid like a starter, and again, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather fill holes in free agency than overpay for players that aren't genuinely fantastic. So I think we let everybody walk. and we're going to see what happens when free agency rolls around. I don't necessarily think that feels amazing. I do wish we had, really, Jose, my bro, 200 grand, fine. I wish we had some more interesting decisions to make, but the fact is all my free agents can be replaced. They want you to become the manager of the Padres? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to compete with that. You're a high A manager being offered a major league contract. I'm not going to compete with that. So you do you, Toby. I wish you well. See when is Jose Alvarez though. Lots of people signed. You do not have a better offer. You're asking an awful lot of money for a AAA pitching coach. So my guess is I'm probably fighting with somebody that is offering you oh yeah, I'm not gonna be able to keep you either. Okay. Oh my god, who the fuck is offering you this much money? It's not the money. He's getting offered manager gigs. That's the issue. Yeah, I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm not going to sit here and get into a bidding war over a pitching coach. That's ridiculous. If I'm going to pay big money for pitching coach, you might as well be a damn good pitching coach. And that means Larry Anderson to me. We're going to have to replace a couple other people. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. Yeah, I don't mind giving Larry Anderson a raise. Because Larry Anderson was basically given peanuts. There you go. And Tobihara deserts us to go to high A, which is fine, actually. I'm not going to hold anybody back from getting a major league job, especially if they deserve it. Azikian, I don't think he's worth promoting. Jerry here looks like he'd be a decent manager. Mr. Ujder, let's give you a chance to be a manager in Class A. And we can hire ourselves a nice and expensive pitching coach. Let's get Paul Mirabella if he'll take the job. We got Anderson. Mirabella wants more money. That's not surprising to me. Okay. Andrew Jones got a Silver Slugger. Nice. And you are the new general manager there. We've got great chemistry. If I get somebody who's personable, I think that only gets better. Give me GM ratings. And let me filter by personable. Let's keep things good here. Like, remember, I don't need... Oh, John Wetland? The pitcher, eh? Like, I don't really care, so let's go ahead and grab John Wetland just for the memes. Just for having one of the better relief pitchers in the game as our manager. I got Manager of the Year again. That's nice, I guess. It doesn't really pay the bills as much. Jim Spencer, I will offer an extension to. And, oh, right, the guy I was going to get to be pitching coach is like, nah, fam. I don't think so. Coach rating. Sure, Danny. Welcome aboard. Please don't deny me. What if we got MVP? No. I guess that's fair. When your best offensive player is Andrew Jones, did he even get in the top 3 of MVP voting? Probably not. He did not. Oh my god, you fucking jerk. Just take the damn money. I swear to god, every coach is holding me up as a way to try to get more money from the team they actually want to be part of. Like, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. I'm not going to hold you against your will, but, like, give me a fucking break, dudes. No to Tony Armas. Harold Baines, I guess. It's not going to matter, though, but I guess. I will vote for Scott Bankhead, although I know it's not going to matter. Wade Boggs got the 3,000 hits, is still a great player. I'll toss him a little bit of love. I just don't think it's going to matter. Like, that's the great trap, right? We're reaching the part of the Hall of Fame where we're getting players that just don't match up with the players of yesteryear, so it's going to be an awfully difficult climb for them to make it. I do like Andres Galarraga. I could see voting for him. Definitely voting for Oral Hershiser. I'll vote for Howard Johnson. Steve Kemp. I don't think Dave Magadan has a chance. I don't think there's enough in his background to convince him to do it. I'll vote for him just because I kind of want to see him be successful, but... this version of Edgar Martinez almost certainly doesn't make the Hall of Fame. There's nothing wrong with him, but I don't think this is going to be good enough. I'll vote for him just for old time's sake, but I don't think he's going to make it. Sure, I'll vote for Ozzie Smith. I will absolutely vote for Tim Raines, though. I'm down with that. Darryl Strawberry, Matt. I'll vote for Chris Spire. I don't know what more Chris Spire had to have done to make it into the Hall of Fame, but apparently he needed to do slightly more. Darryl Strawberry. And Floyd Humans, sure. Yeah, this is just not an overwhelmingly incredible Hall of Fame class, for whatever reason. So yeah. Good. Alright. So let's check out free agency filings, yo. Okay, Alex Gonzalez would look fucking ridiculous in Colorado, and he's an incredible defender too. Without hesitation, this is the guy we open up the checkbook for. I know it's going to take a lot of money off of our plates, but we're not going to find a shortstop this good and this young. We're just not. So yeah, we're going to go for a home run here and try to get Alex Gonzalez. This effectively leaves us out of most of the rest of the free agent market, which is totally fine. But that's where I'm going to this is where I'm going to push in my chips. He's doesn't have much injury history. He's a fantastic hitter. He's going to look even better in Colorado. And he's a great shortstop too. And if I decide I don't want him to play shortstop, I can move him to second base, and he's even better there. So now that's going to make it tricky for us to... Let's increase our ticket prices. I think that's fair. It's going to make it tricky for us to bring in any other major pieces. We're gonna have to basically rely on the draft and oh god, Andrew Jones's contract is up. Fine. Let's get this out of the way too. That's all he wants? That's actually really reasonable. Can I get a couple of team options at the end of this? Would that be cool? I'll tell you, well, let's do 6 years, and I'm happy with that. No, you want that 7th year. You're not going to be worth that much money, but I won't be with the team anymore, so maybe I don't care. Could I just get one team option, please? Maybe? Alright, I'm going to talk to him a bit later on. His demands are getting a little bit too high for me. Yeah, we're going to be paying the piper next season, though. I wouldn't hate Barry Zito. He'd be a nice addition to our roster. He's not terribly thrilling, but I think I'm gonna wait though, because I didn't lose any pickers in free agency. I can basically bring back the exact same rotation I had last season. So if I'm not getting a clear upgrade, it doesn't really make sense for me to acquire a starting pitcher. Who did Garrett Anderson end up signing with? With the Phillies for 3 years. Good for you, buddy. How much did Carlos Guillen end up with? Yeah, the White Sox are going to regret this deal, I think. Holy shit, are they going to regret it? I gave you exactly what you asked for, so if you don't sign with me... What? Oh my god, I can't make Alex Gonzalez $20 million a year. That's ridiculous. Right? If I lock up Alex Gonzalez for money, I can't bring back Andrew Jones. But he's a tremendous shortstop. Like, incredibly tremendous, that also hits really, really well. I'm going to try this one last time, but if I get outbid again, then I'm out. Because quite literally, I'm going to be out of the running. I will not be able to sign him. I will not have enough money. Alright. First year player draft. Auto draft till I pick. Wait, really? There's like no offense in this draft. Oh, it's Travis Buck. Travis Buck is a nifty little player and a nice little corner outfielder. I think there's some value in that. So we'll get ourselves some Travis Buck. Why not? Cameron Maybin is not that great. Eugenio Velez is really an outfielder that pretends to play second. Nick Blackburn, hey, the man doesn't walk many people. I guess we take like a Nick Blackburn and see if he learns how to throw better in our system. Maybe. Like, these drafts are becoming very underwhelming. Jensen Lewis, I remember him. He's still a Cleveland like broadcaster type, but Jerry Blevins actually fits better. I like having a nice live left-handed arm. We get Jensen Lewis too. Why not, right? We can get a player the caliber of a Jensen Lewis. You have to take it, right? I'm, by the way, incredibly well aware of the fact that I'm basically not filling important roles on this team, and that's just fine. But here's the thing: if New York goes up by $1, they've got it. Like I cannot compete with the Yankees if they really want to pay Alex Gonzalez. I'm out. If he doesn't sign with me very soon, and if he doesn't sign with me, then we'll have both more money but a less talented staff. So there's some thoughts there. I don't really want a pitcher. What I need is hitters. Alright. So let's, for the moment, assume that I'm going to get a shortstop through Alex Gonzalez. Let's make that assumption for right now. I need a right fielder. And Travis Buck might be the right fielder. Or Fred Lewis might be that right fielder. I have choices. They may not be amazing choices, but there are choices to be had here. I need a utility infielder. What bounties does the Rule 5 draft offer us? Seeking utility infielder. Not Daniel Garcia. What? I thought he lost Daniel Garcia. Oh. I guess not. That's alright. I mean, Rafael Mendoza played shortstop really well, but I like somebody who can play a couple of positions. Am I suckering myself into going back for Tomas Perez? Is that what I'm being reduced to? I'd also rather have a Mike Ordonez because he plays second and third. Right? Or second and short, and he can play third, although he's not very good at it. Yuji Miyoshi, I think, is the best choice from a defensive standpoint. We'll take him. Why not? I presently have 21 players, including Miyoshi. I'm gonna go and call up Fred Lewis now. That gets me 22. We're gonna get some kind of shortstop for 23, and then I need a backup catcher. Let's get ourselves a backup catcher here. You can do catcher defense. Let's get Sandy Cervantes. Maybe he can tilt it some windmills for us. And I think that's it. I think we'll just fill the 2 spots and then see how things go free agent-wise. Everybody's signed. I don't want Juan Rincon. I don't want another reliever. He's a good reliever. But I think the bullpen I have now is fine. Like, I think we'll be better if they just pitch better. The guys we've already got just pitch a little bit better. I think we'll be better off. Okay, we got Alex Gonzalez. I'm pretty happy about this. It gives us a premium player to premium position who's going to do a whole hell of a lot of damage in Colorado. He's just that good. Now, this does create a new problem, but not a huge problem, which is what we do with Andrew Jones. I have a lot of money for extensions, but I don't want to necessarily go pissing away my money. And 7 years is a long time. I think I'm going to wait at least a little bit longer and then make my decision. Is Andrew Jones actually considered durable at this point? He's just normal. Okay. I mean, am I going to get a center fielder anywhere near as good as Andrew Jones, though? Like, does that player exist? I don't think that they do. What if we do 13 million across the board? How does that grab you? All right. Look, we're overpaying for him, but I don't care. I think he's too important to the Rockies to let that slide. He is kind of Mr. Rocky in this timeline. I mean, we drafted him 4th overall. Like, we didn't do it, but the previous general manager did. And he's already, like, a borderline Hall of Famer right now. Now, the real Andrew Jones hit a cliff when he hit 30. Let's just hope our version doesn't. All right. Let us advance forwards to Hall of Fame voting results and see where that gets us. Burp. Floyd Umance is the only player to make the Hall of Fame that year. Crazy. All right. I presently have no money. That's not true. I have 500 grand, which is effectively no money. I'm not gonna be able to sign anybody for that. I'm basically hoping that the owner sees the moves I've already made and decides to give me more money, which he just did. You're a saint, Tony Dow, an absolute saint. So what do I actually want? I am reasonably okay with starting right fielder Fred Lewis. He's a good on-base guy that's got decent average. He's going to hit okay. I think that makes sense. I probably don't want David Bell around forever, but I don't know who we get to replace him. The pitching staff is mostly fine. If I can get a premium starting pitcher, I will think about it. I could get Billy Wagner. But no. I don't think so. Is there an intriguing player left? There is Rich Becker. And I don't have a good backup infielder. Or backup outfielder that can play center. I could just go bring Miguel Tejada back. And then return that other guy. Like, I liked him a lot in his limited role. But I'm not going to give him a 4-year deal. That's just silly. Kevin Ory, Jeff Bloom, Eric Chavez. Here's the thing. I would consider Eric Chavez if I could get rid of David Bell. But I don't think I can. I don't think anyone's going to take this contract off my hands, nor should they. And I do value his defense, even his offense isn't what it used to be. I think a talented infielder makes a lot of sense. Would you take a 1-year deal, my friend, but not in the starting lineup? He wants that starting line. He wants that starting lineup spot that he's not going to get on this team. I could do a lot worse than Royce Clayton again. Has he ever played for me? San Diego, Baltimore, San Luis. Oh, he did play for Colorado 2 years ago. I could bring him back. I've heard of worse ideas. Yeah, why not? You're not getting a starting lineup, though. No. You want that guaranteed that you're just not going to get. I don't want Warren Morris because he can't play any position particularly well. Kevin Sefcik is at least cheap. Oh, but no, Brett Boone can't even play second that well. Could bring Jeff Cirillo back, but again, I don't see why I would. I could grab Jorge Molina and get a really good backup catcher. There's value in that. You're not starting though, not over Bobby Estalella. But that's better than the guy I've got now. And then I need a shortstop defense, please. Benji Gill. I could corner the market on Alex Gonzalez's. How can you not with that opportunity? Every team will be like, we want Alex Gonzalez, and I'll be like, no, I have them all. Well, both of them. It's a flawless strategy, guys. Yeah, bro, if you want to come back for 1 year, I would have given it to you, but alas. I can have Alex Gonzalez and Alex Gonzalez. It's a no-brainer, guys. It is a no-brainer. I'm concerned with Austin Kearns, though. I think of all the players on this team, the one who's trending in the wrong direction most is Austin Kearns. And he's got an awfully expensive contract. I'm not going to get rid of him yet, because he is still slightly improving in other areas, but it is giving me cause for concern. Excellent. We got our man, guys. We have Jorge Molina. You can have Sandy Cervantes back. Guys, I'm so excited to have Alex Gonzalez and Alex Gonzalez that you don't even know. I'm going to return Miyoshi, actually, and I think I will try for Royce Clayton again. If he's that desperate for a job now. Like, if he'll take a 1-year backup deal, I will happily bring them both on. But I mean, when you can have Alex Gonzalez and Alex Gonzalez, I mean, you have to. You have to. It's obligatory. So I'm going to place you on the active roster. Done. How did you get tendonitis in the off-season? Shields, my boy. We're gonna have words if you did something fucking stupid. I have my team now, Miguel, but thanks. Thank you. Is Travis Buck a better player than Jensen Lewis? Or Fred Lewis, rather? They're comparable. Buck is a better outfielder, though. I think let's keep Buck in the minors for the short term, but I think he will be up in the majors before too long. Or hell, get rid of Marlon Byrd. Nah, I wouldn't keep Marlon Byrd. I like him. I can flip my opponents to Byrd. I will give Travis Buck a spring training invite, though. That I will do. I shall bestow upon him the gift of opportunity. And let's go to the 6-man rotation, just so that lots of people get opportunities. Really? Juan Cruz over Chin Ming Wong? No, don't be fucking stupid, game. Does your stupidity know no bounds? Alright, let's play some spring training baseball games. It makes my ego happy whenever a player's like, oh no, I made a mistake. Please sign me. I'll do anything. Like, yeah, you will. You'll be mowing my fucking lawn for a month, dude. That'll teach you. That will teach you. How much did he end up getting? You suckered the Nationals into $8 million for one season? Wow, they must be desperate. Holy hell. That's a lot of money. Well played, my friend. Well played. See, not signing with me actually ended up being very beneficial to you. I don't want Rick Helling. There's just nothing about him that intrigues me in the slightest. Alright. So what does Travis Buck do worse than Fred Lewis? He's not quite as good with plate discipline, but he's also a home run hitter. He's got gap power. He's a better defender than Fred Lewis. I think I keep them both. No, I think I keep Travis Buck and I send Fred Lewis to the minors. For now. I got 14 pitchers. I don't need 14. Capuano to the minors. McBride to the minors. If I send Wong to the minors, they're just going to make him pitch every day until his arm disintegrates, and I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm down to 12. Perfect. Rush gets the last rotation spot, and Wong becomes the emergency starter if we need one. Cool. I'm going to trade Carlos Lugo. I'm going to see if I can get anything of value for him, because right now I don't want him. Oh, I don't want regulars. But I have the Count of Luxembourg. That's a pretty fantastic nickname, I gotta say. I'll take Jim Johnson. Now watch, we're gonna play the Phillies in the playoffs, and he's getting like 75 home runs, and we're gonna look real stupid. It's fine. I don't want Cameron Crew or Tony Garcia, to be honest with you. I'd like to waive you both. And that's it. Let us currently then. I wanna wipe and make decisions for how I want my lineup to look. The ideal leadoff hitter on this team. Okay, first things first, Alex Gonzalez hits cleanup. Like, full stop, he hits cleanup. Andrew Jones is either going to hit... I think we do Derek Lee hits third, Andrew Jones hits fifth. Travis Buck leads off, and Austin Kearns hits second, I think. Juan Uribe hits sixth. David Bell 7th. I wish it was Derek Bell. And Bobby Estalella hits 8th. Generate a depth chart, if you please. Austin Kearns could play center field in a pinch if we needed someone to, so... yeah, this is fine. I'm just going to copy this right over because there's really no point. And making the distinction. Unless Travis Buck is just utterly helpless against left-handed pitching, which he's not. He's not as good. And then you can do what you want here, friend. That's right. Marlon fucking Bird ends up as our DH. Exactly as the gods intended. Yeah, we're gonna play some baseball now. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. It's all about securing the vital Alex Gonzalez component of Major League Baseball. That's how you win. All right. Top 100 prospects. None of them are Rockies. That tune might change though. Is there any other players I'd like to extend? I would like to keep Juan Uribe. I'd like to keep him quite badly because he is a very talented second baseman who also hits fairly well at altitude. That's a big old raise, though. That's a real big raise. Like, surely he can't make... he's so good, though. I could even move him to third base if I had to. No, I think I have to. I think he's got me over a barrel here. This is fine. It's fine. Good. Oh, you both cleared waivers. Of course you did. David Bell's only out for 2 weeks. We should have one of the best infield defenses in the majors between Lee, Gonzalez, Bell, and Lee, Gonzalez. Okay, holy shit. He's already doing very well indeed. No, Lee, Gonzalez, Bell, and Uribe is a pretty powerful defense. I'm not going to look at any stats. Again, there's not enough meaningful at-bats to really make a decision here. That's not cool, though, game. That's really not cool. I don't have a good replacement starting pitcher. I mean, I guess there's Nick Blackburn. I mean, I got him for some reason, presumably. I'd rather go with Blackburn than Wong. Wouldn't I? Or would I rather go with Wong? Nah, Wong's doing good. We'll bring in Nick Blackburn. He can get some starting reps in. You haven't? I didn't realize that your contract was up. I probably can't afford to bring you back, though. Yeah, you want to get paid quite well, and I cannot accommodate that. Oh, damn. Shin-Ming Wong got better across the board. That's pretty encouraging. All right, what are we looking at so far? The best batter in the National League is Alex Gonzalez. The man's got 20 home runs in 2 months. He's got to be on pace for 60. He's on pace for exactly 60. So what's going well this season? Travis Buck is a little bit of a disappointment, but not a huge one. The man is getting on base at a pretty good clip. He's got a good bit of power. He could be a little bit better. but I think he will be better as time progresses. So I'm happy with Buck's performance so far. Austin Curran's a little bit less so. We'll see. We'll see if he can bounce back. Derek Lee really gets off to slow starts. Really slow starts. And I'm hoping that that changes rapidly. Alex Gonzalez is phenomenal. Andrew Jones is... A lot of our hitters are honestly off to pretty slow starts. Except for Alex Gonzalez and Juan Uribe. And even David Bell and Bobby Estalella. That's pretty bonkers. And I actually kind of like that. Like, yes, the lineup is doing fine. But the fact that there's so many players that are a couple's that have extra levels here is going to really be a pretty big benefit. I think we keep going. I don't think I make any changes. We're just going to keep on plugging away and let the chips fall where they may. Losing Royce Clayton is unfortunate. Is there an intriguing infielder? I mean, I could bring back Cameron Crew. I guess that's fine. I guess. Go and generate a new depth chart, please, and thank you. That's fine. And there. Okay. Like, if we're doing well with two of our linchpins performing slightly subpar, imagine how crazy it's going to get when they heat up the way that they should be. That's going to be bonkers. Bullpen is better. We are going to try to make a run at the playoffs. That is true. I do have to re-sign some coaches. I'm going to bring them all back. I don't see any reason to mess with Mike Rose. Rose has done a pretty good job. You can come back. You can come back. And there's one other person whose contract is up. Oh, it's Mike Paul. Mike Paul is a fairly good coach. I can chuck him a few extra casheroos. And we can go up to the All-Star break. Derek Lee needs to stop getting hurt. Like, I don't know who plays first if Derek Lee can't play. I guess we can try Scott Thorman. Like, he's the only choice. Like, he's the only guy I've got that can play first base. So I suppose we'll give it the old college try. I'm just going to slot him right in. No, I'm not. That's stupid. Juan Uribe is better. Like, pretty much anyone's better suited to hit third than Scott Thorman. So we're going to try out this. And then do what you want for Scott Thorman here, I guess. All right. Oh, damn. Promote him to freaking third hitter. And he's like, I can hit a... Oh, I'll just hit it for the fucking cycle. That's cool. I mean, obviously Alex Gonzalez makes the roster, but let's see who else makes it. There's Alex Gonzalez. There's Andrew Jones. That appears to be it. I get 2 and only 2 All-Stars this year. That's fine. Like, I don't know who would honestly would say deserves it over the two we've got. Like, Austin Kearns isn't that great defensively. Like, I guess Sean Markham could make a case. He could be like, I'm better than John Dang, hook me up, yo. But it's fine. 2 All-Stars is good. I can accept that. New Hall of Famer Scott Rowland made the All-Star team. Good for him. He's a good egg. I was happy to see he got elected. Any prospect game roster here? Denny Bautista. Oh, I saw this. And it says Bautista, like Bois. Oh my god. Alright. If we're going to make an upgrade, we have to make it now. Again, because of the silly roster rules. That's fine. Where could we upgrade? A first baseman, but we're going to get Derek Lee back soonish. A starting pitcher to replace Nick Blackburn or Tony Gomez. Or Nick Blackburn for now, and then Tony Gomez in the future, I guess. Is such a pitcher available, though? Is my question. I got Jason Giambi to play first base. Starter. I mean, I would not object at all to Chris Benson. I just don't think I can afford him. I don't think there's a player I could trade that would get me Chris Benson that I'm willing to. Really? I could call up Fred Lewis and he'd be just about as good as Austin Kearns. Gosh. Like, this isn't even about Chris Benson. Like, Chris Benson, I think, is going to be a good pitcher in our park. But as much as I like Austin Kearns, he's the first person we drafted. Second person we drafted. Like, he makes so much money. And while he's been very good, I don't know, guys. I think we have to make this deal. I'd like to get more if I can, though. Could I get Carl Crawford, maybe? No. Okay. What else do I even want, though? That's a thing. I mean, I'd love Ryan Braun, but I'm not going to get him. You're just going to tell me to go to hell, as deservedly so. Jeff Mathis can't catch. Maybe Bucky Jacobson? Maybe you'd be willing to throw me a bone here? Yeah, why not? Oh, nice. Apparently Bucky Jacobson is like an amazing human being. Cool. Because Jacobson's better than Thorman. That's for sure. Chris Benson gives us an upgrade in the rotation. Shift him into being a reliever, please, just so I don't keep seeing him as a starter. Oh, no. I can't add them both right now. I also need to make room for Fred Lewis. That's the whole reason I made the trade. Was because I had Fred Lewis. So one of my pitchers has to go down to the minors. That'll be Nick Blackburn. And Bucky Jacobson. And then I'm going to move Travis Buck to second, and we're going to let Fred Lewis hit first. just because Fred Lewis doesn't have much in the way of power. He's also not a great outfielder, but that's not what he's here for. He's here to be a competent hitter and hopefully help us be competitive going forward. Actually, you know what? You do you, dude. Let's generate a new depth chart. I could start Marlon Byrd, I guess, if defense really mattered to me in the outfield. That is an option available to me, but I do want to see if Fred Lewis can hit it all. Then you can do your thing. Like, I don't really care who DH is. It'll end up being like, oh, you basically put Marlon Byrd in the field. That makes sense. I can live with that. Okay, so Chris Benson gives us a better pitching staff. Is there anything else we'd like to acquire or get rid of? Tony Gomez ain't coming back. And maybe I can get like a really good player for him. So let's flip Tony Gomez. I can let Blackburn or Glendon Rush is coming back soon. He can be the fifth starter. What do we got here? If I trade you. I'll make Brandon Rubb a starter right fucking now. No. Odalis Perez is a big no for me. Reggie Willits. Normando Montez. Cesar Isturiz. I could have both Molinas. I don't think so. I don't want Eric Chavez. I could get Chad Tracy or Jack Cust. I mean... Look, Bobby Estalella is fine. No, I think we keep Estalella. I don't think we upset that particular apple cart. Troy Glass. Andrew Miller, kind of tempting. Bruce Chen. Ben Petrick would be a fine left fielder, not like a brilliant one, but an okay one. I'd rather give Lewis a try. Mark Mulder wouldn't be a terrible pick. Give Mark Burley or Jason Marquis. The thing is, though, I don't want someone who's going to become a free agent. I want someone I've got some control over if I'm going to trade Gomez. Dallas Perez is hilariously overpaid. If you eat his contract, I would take it, but otherwise, no. Kip Wells doesn't thrill me. Meh. What if I traded for Brandon Webb and just let the man start, which is his natural position? I'm willing to give it a go. Yeah, let's do it. I literally didn't put Chris Benson in the rotation yet. LOL. Okay. That's fine. That's good. Anybody else I want to trade? Not really. Juan Cruz wants to get paid like a ridiculous sum, so I'm just gonna laugh my ass off and let someone else pay that, because it ain't gonna be me. And we'll just keep going for now. Good job, Albert Pujols. Well done. Oh, we get Royce Clayton back. Lovely. No notes. You're not playing every other day, Marlon Bird. I need you to stop with your Marlon Bird nonsense right there, game. Alright. Magglio Ordonez is a really amazing player. Holy shit, he's an amazing player. I can't pass this up. Yes. Before you change your mind, yes. A billion times yes. Fred Lewis, thanks for your brief service with the Colorado Rockies, but Magglio Ordonez is better than you are. By a lot. Buck goes back to leadoff. Mags hits second. And here, generate depth chart, please. The game really wants Marlon Bird to play, doesn't it? Like, did Marlon Bird help code this game? Where they're like, oh, you know what I just fucking realized? We're not going to have... Magglio Ordonez isn't going to count. He's not going to be playoff roster eligible. Unless they change that rule in this game, which I don't think they have yet. It's fine. Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but that may end up being somewhat short-sighted of me. I mean, I can always get Fred Lewis back. Fred Lewis isn't going anywhere. Derek Lee's going to be out another 2 months. Let's transfer him to the 60-day IL. That way I've got a roster spot open if I need one. Oh, Glendon Rush comes back. Lovely. And I'm going to let Rush pitch over Brandon Webb, and you can just get some reps in every now and again as a treat. No, I don't need a reliever, and I do need Royce Clayton for all of his Claytonius. Rolando Arrojo? No. And finish today. I completely forgot that Magglio Ordonez would not count for the playoffs this season. That's pretty silly. Pretty silly of me that I keep forgetting that, but I do. Yes, he doesn't have the AN symbol there. Fred Lewis will count, though, so if Fred needs to play a bit, or maybe I'll get lucky and someone will get injured, and I can do that, but first I gotta make it to the playoffs. And I gotta be honest, Alex Gonzalez has cooled off a little bit. That makes me a bit sad. I was hoping for 60 home runs. Only 30 home runs. Just kidding. Just kidding. I like it. This, not so much, but I like the rest of this. I could take Kevin Gregg out of the. Oh God, Rafael Perez, what have you done? Y'all getting hammered. I see you added the walk into your repertoire. That's your problem. Fix it, dude. Kevin Gregg is fine. I can't get too hot and bothered about ERAs. I just can't. That's not a thing I can worry about. Let's go ahead and advance another month. Royce Clayton's injured again, as is tradition. Andrew, you little shit. Anyway. Chris Benson is slightly better. Bucky Jacobson is slightly better. Okay. Nice. Yeah, Big Daddy Mags is really enjoying himself in Colorado, as any hitter would, I would think. However, no hit. Oh, that's a minor league no hitter. That doesn't really count. 400 homers for Andrew Jones is pretty great, though. I gotta admit. That's some good shit right there. Oh, Royce Clayton. Oh, a milestone homer for Maglo Ordonez. 300 homers for him. Nice. It's weird, but... Oh, we're not going to get home field advantage no matter what. Derek Lee, save us, please. Save us from mediocrity. Derek Lee can hit 6th for a bit as a treat. We can let him work his way back up to hitting meaningful at-bats regularly again. There you go. And regular season ends. Royce, we can't keep him away, right? Cameron Cairncross, eh? Yeah, we won the division title. I wish we'd won home field throughout, though. That does give me some concern. But that's not going to happen. 2,000 hits for Andrew Jones. We technically won fewer games this season. We technically won fewer games. I'm not entirely sure why, but we did. And we still won 95 games, so let's be realistic here. Alright, playoff roster. Can I use Skullduggery to keep Maglo Ordonez on? No, I cannot. It's a shame. Bit of a shame, isn't it? Who do I do not need Bucky Jacobson. Get thee hence. What I do need is Fred Lewis. And who else do I leave off the roster? Because I do want to carry Wong if I can, but I don't think I'm able to. So I think we just roll with this. Lineups. Fred Lewis comes back. It's not really what any of us wants. I mean, I could just use Marlon Byrd. The game seems to really like him, and he is fairly competent, so why not? Marlon Byrd, you've waited so patiently for your chance to be an everyday left fielder. Why not let you have that that glory for a very brief time. A very brief time. Give me new depth charts, please. Hey, you want to start Fred Lewis once a week and knock yourself out? I'm okay with that. Do whatever you want here. Do whatever you want here. Pitching. Glendon Rush hasn't pitched all that much over the course of the season. I'm going to pull him out and let him be emergency starter, and I think that'll be fine. Twill be fine. A victory in Game 1. A second victory in Game 2. James Shields got lit up. Wait, how do they have home field advantage? Oh no, I do. That's right, they do home field differently in the first series, don't they? Do I really care that much? I kind of care. I wanna get a chance to see how this goes. I gotta turn my headphones on. How dare you believe that Khalil Green is better than Juan Uribe, Major League Baseball megastar? How dare you? We are in Colorado, so hopefully our superior offense can win us the day here. John Rod. Oh my God! Really, Markham? Really? Oh my God, dude. Bruh. Ooh, nice pitch. That's a very nice pitch indeed. I approve. Come on, Buckaroo. Oh, it's a lefty pitching. Did he drop it? No, he caught it. It is... Oh, Dallas Perez. I knew that. Nice. Oh, he just threw it to first. I thought for a minute he, like, threw it into frickin', like, center field. But no, he just missed it slightly. That's a run. Bird's going to score pretty easily. Good job, Alex Gonzalez. How did he beat that out? I'm actually very impressed, Alex Gonzalez. Very impressed indeed. Less impressed with that swing, though, Derek Lee. Less impressed. Jason Lane. Is that an out? No, it's a double off the wall. Okay. Really? I wonder if there's some kind of law that the Rockies have to pitch down to their competition and always make the worst hitter on the other team look like a genius. No, that's a run for them. Guys, can we stop this? Can we just stop where the pitcher just gives up every conceivable hit every second? Oh, you struck out the pitcher. Wow. Big move there, dude. God. You should boo Sean Markham, because Sean Markham can't get anybody out. Oh, there he goes. He finally got somebody out. Come on, Estalea. I'm badly tempted to pull Markham already. Is there any reason to keep him in? Is there any benefit to letting him continue to pitch? I don't think that there is. I think we warm up Glendon Rush. It's a very left-handed team that relies on lefties to do a lot of their damage. So I think we just pull Markham nice and early. Thanks, Estalea. Let's go ahead and pinch hit. And let's bring in Jose Guillen. Let's see what Mr. Guillen can accomplish here, given the opportunity. A harmless fly ball to right field. Great. Just incredible. Wow, we are not getting the fat part of the bat on the ball, like, at all. Don't worry, guys. Glendon Rush is here to save us. Yes, and Glendon Rush is going to be a pitcher. Really? What is it with every fucking team that the instant they play me, they become the best hitters in baseball? Like, can you fucking screw up, please? Like, holy shit. Like, and they're taking great pitches and destroying them, which is what I find most infuriating. And that's a 3-run homer. It's like, what the fuck has happened? What is it about the damn playoffs where Colorado pitchers, like, I can't make this shit up. Like, literally nothing you are doing is working. You're all getting clobbered. I've only got so many pitchers, guys. You need to fucking get your shit together. Get Brandon Webb warmed up. I need somebody who can actually give me a competent inning or two. Smart play by David Bell. Very smart play. Okay. Yeah, it's like... Yeah. Well, at least we can get hits too. I guess that's nice. Come on, Uribe. No! No double plays. God damn it. I really need to have Alex Gonzalez bat third, in all honesty. Oh, that's fucking Bush League, dude. Had that pitch slip my ass. Did you piece of shit? Oh my god. Yeah, I can't pitch Rush another inning. We're just gonna churn through fuckers until somebody can actually get people out. Can you stop? Just stop hitting. Like, you're not that good in offense, but you're making me... Oh my god. Really? Like, genuinely, you are not this fucking good in offense. There is no way in hell that you jackasses should be getting runs at will like this. Like, it genuinely doesn't matter. Like, I'm done. I'm not even going to bother playing the rest of this game. Because clearly the fucking Rockies don't give two shits. There's a triple just for fun. Like, I hate this shit. And I get it, it's baseball, it happens, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. So yes. Oh, I just simulated to the 9th inning. What happened here? Wait, what? It's 12 to 11 now. Okay. Like, I guess, if we can get people out. You know, Pittsburgh, you can stop fucking hitting at any time. Like, right now would be amazing to stop fucking hitting baseballs. Just stop, please. There we go. Hey, if we can somehow score 2 runs here, then we end up with, we could still theoretically come away with a win here. I don't know how much I like our chances, but we can at least try it. Or you could just strike out, just flail hope helplessly. That's fine too. Wow, would you stop fucking hitting people? Alright, come on, Bird. Really? God, it's up to Juan Uribe. And he's out. Like, this was a completely unacceptable performance from the pitching staff. I get it. I know we're not the best team pitching wise, but 3 straight pitchers all got their brains hammered in. And the fact that we even came close to making a game of this is lovely, but not enough. This shit can't happen, guys. We can't pitch this badly. We can't. I mean, okay, literally we can. That is a thing we're able to do, but I've got to invest in at least one big game pitcher if I can afford one in the off season. Wait, did my scouting director retire? Maglio, you fucking jerk. I didn't realize that last year was a player option. I want him back pretty badly, though. You know what? He makes us a better team. I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to give you an offer to try to get you to stay. We'll need a new catcher. That's fine. Yeah, Sky Director retired. I gotta say, guys. Look, we had a great season. By any objective sense of the imagination, we had a great season. We can get Joe's Deb. However, we need pitching. We need it. We need a dominating pitcher if there's one available. The problem is that there never is. That's our big issue. But let's talk about how the season actually went before we break down what could have gone better. Alex Gonzalez was worth every penny. $20 million was a lot of money to spend. And Alex Gonzalez just showed up and said, easy peasy. Alex Gonzalez may well come home with an MVP this year. So I can't fault him for that. Andrew Jones started off real slow, ended up real good. Not too much more to add there. Maglio Ordonez was an amazing midseason acquisition. And I know we're paying a lot of money to keep him, but he'll be worth it. He will make this team better. Travis Buck, the rookie, done good. I needed a good guy to get on base regularly, and he did exactly that. Travis Buck, you can be my right fielder going forward. Uribe continues to outplay his actual talent level in Colorado, and I'm here for it. As long as he's playing great defense and hitting the ball regularly, I'm all for it. In his final season in Colorado, Bobby Estalella put together one of his best. I have no complaints whatsoever other than the fact that he had a really rough first season. David Bell is rapidly at the point where he's becoming unsustainable, but his defense is still there. As long as he can still play good defense, he's still at least close to worth it. Close. The disintegration of Derek Lee is a big reason why we weren't an even better team this year. Like, I mean this both literally and figuratively. I mean, literally, he missed half the season. So the season literally disintegrated. But also, like, other than drawing walks and having some power, he wasn't nearly as good as he's been in the past. If we're going to have an even better 2008, we need a bigger bounce back here from Derek Lee. Our bench ranged from acceptable to awful. The pitching staff, I mean, Sean Markham had a good year. Chris Young did. Shields did. Chris Benson was a nice little mercenary. I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. Yeah, we just need more. We need a frontline pitcher or someone close to a frontline pitcher. And we'll have the money to do it, although some of that money is going to go to keeping Maglio Ordonez. But I already think that Mr. Mags here is going to be a very nice addition to this team going forward. A lot of free agents. Other than Estalella, none of them I would consider keeping. Estalella wants a pay cut. Interesting. Let's give Jorge Molina a nice little contract offer here. Because he's A, not very expensive, and B, he's pretty talented. I can try to get another catcher for cheap in other ways. Let's quickly go ahead and start handing out arbitration deals. Chris Young gets to stay. You know what? Done. This is a very, very inexpensive contract. I'm here for it. He's a good enough pitcher that he's earned it. Easy choice. Mike Gonzalez wants a very minor raise, and that is what he shall get. Kevin Gregg. What's a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg? That's fine. Brad Lidge, yes please. I think we can keep him around a bit longer. He's a pretty talented pitcher. Brandon Webb is going to have some sort of role to play on the Rockies going forward. I don't know what that role is, but it is a role. I don't see a real... I mean, I can keep Marlon Byrd for one more year and then decide later on what his role is going to be. But, I mean, if we get Maglio Ordonez back, Marlon goes right back to the bench. And there ain't no questioning it. And I will give you your $4 million. I do want to bring back Maglio Ordonez. The rest of these guys, for the most part, can enjoy their career with other teams. I could bring Estalella back. I don't think I want to, though. I don't think that is what I seek. I don't know what it is that I want at catcher. But I do know that Magloire Ordonez is going to make us an infinitely better team. Infinitely better. And I definitely don't want Juan Uribe hitting third again. That was probably a mistake on my part, but not like a gigantic one. So, going into the off season, I'd love it if we could splurge on a great pitcher. I don't think there's going to be one, to be honest with you. But it is something I would like to try to do if we can. Chris Benson's gonna walk. I'm not gonna try to bring him back. What he was fine, I guess. He seemed to pitch better in Colorado than he did in Milwaukee. I just don't see the point in bringing him back. Not when he wants a reasonable raise. I think I can probably do better than Chris Benson. So it's going to be up to 2 pitchers need to be replaced. Although we do have Nick Blackburn in the minors, and we can always give Glendon Rush another try in the rotation. But my friends, it's going to end today's episode. I hope you're enjoying this series. Please remember to like the video if you haven't already. Consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, this has been Abguardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.